GorePit Zine Issue One Extreme Pestilence. Where's it been? Where's it going? How's it going? When can we expect it out? Let's talk about it. Come on! Okay guys, so here's the morgue report. Here's what's the splatter. Here's what's on the slab. You get it. This is just an update video, basically to bring everybody up to speed on the status of GorePit Zine Issue 1, Extreme Pestilence. I've made updates on Instagram, and I've showed you guys in vlogs, here and there, the process of working on it. And we're getting there. It's almost done. Okay, and that's why I'm excited to make this video. And not to make excuses, but to kind of explain what has been pushing this back since its conception in the latter part of 2021. Well, first of all, I have an Origins of GorePit Zine video if you want to go check that out. I will link it below. But a lot has happened since the latter part of 2021. You know, I was pregnant when I came up with the idea of doing another zine on top of Necromantical Screams. And so, yeah, I've had 3 pregnancies, 3 births, 3 eras of postpartum, health issues, hospital stays, hospital visits, and then creatively, I had Necromantical Screams 2 that I had to finalize, wrap up, and publish. And then I had All That Splatters, The Evolution of Horror, Cult, and Exploitation Fandom. That book came out of nowhere. I wrote it, edited it, and then on top of it was like, hey, I want to do the layout. I want to learn how to do the layout. So I did the layout. And I'm still learning the layout process. So all of that, plus just a busy life. I have not stopped working on it, though. I have worked on this nonstop. And I'm kind of glad of all of those things that came into play with pushing this back, because I think the wait is going to be worth it. It gave me allowance and opportunity to get this exactly where I wanted to get it as far as doing a zine goes. And, you know, hey, this is where I wanted Evil Speak to go to when I created that in 2012. And the first issue didn't come out until 2014, but it was 2012 when I was like, it started brewing that I wanted to do a zine. And again, I have another video on that as well. But yeah, that's a big part of what's been pushing it back. And then artistically, dare I say, or maybe creatively, from a creator stance, maybe that's a better way of putting it. I've had like a back and forth with, you know, what is going to make this worth people's time and money. And I have to remind myself, because this is just a recent, I wouldn't call this a setback, honestly. But it is kind of like a rumination, I guess you could say. And I've been reminding myself that people love physical media, whether it's VHS, DVDs, Blu-rays, books, zines, magazines, whatever. No matter what, if somebody is genuinely interested, they're going to support what you're doing. And I feel like I have a lot of great supporters who are looking forward to this and pretty much anything I do, and I really appreciate that. I think it's unique to what I do and what I've always wanted to do. Also in 2012, when I wanted to do a zine, a big part of it was because I wanted to talk about lesser known movies that were not ever talked about. And, you know, also support the bands on the label, but just as as far as the movie standpoint, talk about movies that no one talked about. Now with all of the underground boutique labels, if you want to call them boutique labels, I just call them underground labels. Some of them are really not so underground. With all of the labels coming out now, with all of these, a lot of movies that I wanted to talk about, it's, again, it goes back to, okay, well, what's going to make my zine worth time, money, and effort? But again, it's always, you have to remind yourself of things, and I have to remind myself that not everybody keeps up with all the releases that are coming out, and maybe they miss movies here and there. So it's still my intention, my artistic intent, creator intent, whatever, is still true. It will always be true. And I feel like there's still a purpose in it. And it's not just for me, it's for everybody to enjoy and discover new things. Yeah, I'd like to think that the cut and paste old school feel makes it exclusive to my style. It's nothing new and it's nothing original, and people are still doing it, but I feel like when people do it in their own style, that makes it worth having. Okay, lastly here, as I was finalizing everything and making the table of contents, I had to kind of admit defeat, bite the sour apple, tell myself the metal morgue section is going to be cut. I had a lot of albums and demos that I wanted to write about. I sent out some interviews, got none of them back. So the metal morgue section is going to be drastically cut. I'm going to save some stuff for issue 2. And then from there, we will see what is going on with Metal Morgue, if I continue to do it. Again, we go back to when I wanted to do Evil Speak, it was horror and metal, and I wanted to do that again, but I don't want to force myself to write about something or put out something that I think is forced, or that would be lying to myself and lying to my readers. It would be a lie, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a part of anything that's forced or just thrown together. I don't like anything half-assed or thrown together. And I'm cutting the Metal Morgue section down. And who knows, by the next issue, I may be just like going all in, and it could be 3 times the size as it is in this. Who knows? Do I have an official release date? Nothing is carved in stone or solidified, but I have a good idea. And what is left are a couple of features that I have to write and edit, and then I have to do the layouts, of course. And then I have the table of contents to finalize. I have a few more Metal Morgue reviews to do, and then the cover. Hey guys, editing me here, just popping on so that I can pop up the GorePit Zine cover. This is just a demo, just to get a rough idea of what I want the final cover to look like. I've posted this on Instagram, and I was like, wait a second, I'm doing this update on here. Why not show the rough demo of the cover? So there it is. The cover art is gonna be the cover art. The images on the side may change, we'll see. The artist's name is Joe Ravager Romero. So if you're on Instagram, go follow him and buy some art. Yeah, Simon, I believe, found the art, and we both were like, man, that needs to be for GorePit. And it just matches the extreme Pestilence vibe. And yeah, it's like 90s death metal demo, you know. So anyway, yeah, again, just a rough idea of what the cover is going to look like, but that art is for sure the art. Just not a finalized cover. Anyway, back to the video. I have to design the cover, and that's it. So I wanted it out so many different points of last year, the year before, and then this year. But I have a good idea of when it's coming out. And I can't give you an official release date yet, but fingers crossed that is coming soon. July is going to be a busy month, but I have set some attainable goals. And I'm going to be vlogging on here and keeping you guys updated. But this is just an update video, a quick little update video to share with you guys my thoughts on, you know, how it has come along, and not just the setbacks, but my own vision with it.
Lady had a vision.
I will be sharing more in vlogs, of course. Who knows when the next GorePit Zine update will be an official release date. But it's coming soon, guys. It's coming along, I promise. And I'm going to end the video. I didn't want this to be long. So that's what's going on with GorePit. That's a whole catching you guys up to speed on issue 1, Extreme Pestilence. And hopefully I will see you sooner than later. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill.
The driller killer is coming.
And until next time, you know what I'm going to say. Say it with me. Dismiss.
Suitcase, man!